All right, so this rapper Lil TJ is threatening Kai Cenat repeatedly from what I've been hearing. So we're gonna watch this video. Welcome to the BLS Live channel. Hit the like button and subscribe. Man, we try to get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Let's get to it.
Collaboration. It is not for an unreleased, it is not for a leak, and it's not even for a snippet. It's for him deciding to go at one of Kai Cenat's homies. And this is utterly ridiculous. So this all started while, of course, Kai Cenat is hosting his Mafiathon 3. Biggest event ever. Biggest streaming event ever. In terms of the success of people supporting financially, which is him getting 1 million subs. Now, there have been events in the past that have reached a higher viewership, but those are different. So, Tota, who is the Brazilian streamer that Kai ran into when he was in Brazil and doing a couple of streams, he brought him along, and that guy has been doing his own streaming thing. And there's also Ray, who he met in Japan, who is a Taiwanese guy who also is part of Kai Cenat's crew, kind of like his not G League team, but his little league team of streamers. So Tota was listening to Lil TJ
outside of probably Dez, who's been his bro for a long time, and Talil and Punga. That's his little bros, man. Like, I'm bringing the Brodies along. Like, you feel me? I rock with them. They genuine. Like, that's what
and I can't play you guys, of course, the music. So he was vibing out to Lil TJ. And Ray, who is locked in, he's known Kai Cenat for longer, and he knows a little bit more of the lore. He says, oh, that's a op. You gotta keep in mind, a lot of
Ray
context and nuance to certain words are lost on somebody like Ray. Ray is from Taiwan. He's learning a lot of the lingo. The guy he pretty much has an Atlanta accent to a degree. And I've heard this in people from abroad that listen to and follow a lot of maybe like hip hop related content or something close to that, or streamers. They start to talk like them, but that's who they listen to, and that's who they learned English from. So Ray just says like, oh, that's a op. And then Lil TJ gets triggered, and he says the following. Op, and this is, I think, from his second page. LMAO. So when I see a little and slap the F out you, what they gonna say? He's not slapping nobody. Bullying a streamer again, I guess. I don't know, because he didn't even slap Black Boy Max. I don't know what part of stop playing with me you ain't understand. They don't care. This is the thing. Ray thinks that Lil TJ thinks that Ray cares what he's got going on or has heard what he's got going on. He doesn't know anything about Lil TJ other than this guy doesn't like my man.
TJ's being weird.
And he says, people got real life problems and trauma due to circumstances you will never understand. Think it's cool to insert yourself in this ish for no reason? What makes me a op? Who you D-riding? How many of you over there feel like this? They all feel like that. You're talking trash about their mans. Why wouldn't they feel like that? Did you know what we do to ops? LMAO bet. F what the algorithms say.
Bro, you talking to Ray? Lil TJ. Ray Asian boy? Somebody that you could easily tell he has somewhat of a language barrier. Not somewhat, he has a language barrier. And he's trying to...
I can't wait to see you, gang. I'm going to treat you like you my skin complexion just to show you ain't no discrimination. Can't wait to see you, buddy. You made the bed. This is psychotic levels of just tweeting. Well, not tweeting in this case. IG fingering into the void. Because we're not even going to say that, oh, Ray doesn't know the context that op really means like, yo, you've got real beef. Because that's been a term that's been used. It's like a colloquial term for we don't mess with that person. That's what it's become. So... he's not going to talk about, oh, nah, like an op. It means he's trying to get in the streets with me. No, he's not. And Ray, he just like lets it slide. He's kicking it. He's enjoying life. He's loving life. He will never run into TJ. And TJ's not doing a damn thing to him. And hopefully if TJ ever did anything to him, he rats on him or he tells on him and he informs. He makes an honest...
Bro, this is the definition of a clout chase, in my opinion, because it's like you were waiting on your name to be mentioned by somebody. It's like you were waiting for that so you could say something so it could make headlines.
Mistake, as Young Thug would say, on him and sends him behind bars. That's what he deserves. Like, acting like this, threatening people. And Kai Cenat reacted to this. And I'm going to play you guys the following clip.
Lil TJ threatens Ray after Ray told Tota and Lil TJ he was an op. So when I see that little just slap the out of y'all, what they gonna say? Do you know what we do to ops? What the algorithms say. I can't wait to see you, gang. Bro, come on, man. Really? Like what? Like really? Come on, bro. Ray probably just seen that what Lil TJ said about me, and Ray going off ignition. He going based off what he see. You got a Brazilian and you got a Taiwanese, bro. Come on, bro. Stop the violence, bro. Ain't nobody. Stop. Let's just stop, y'all. Don't threaten nobody, man. It's not right. This is not right, man.
I personally love how Cenat handled this, and it just goes to show like how far maturity goes. We also love how Academics handles these things because he would have just turned up like crazy, but Cenat handled it properly. Cenat's got corporate sponsors. Cenat looks at Lil TJ like an ant underneath his shoe, underneath the bottom of his shoe. He liked his music at a certain point in time, and he felt like he was just getting called out by him for no reason and getting hated on for no reason. So he's like, yo, screw this guy. And he's not even going to address it. He's like, yo, you are so immature to be reacting like this when it's an offhand comment. The conversation didn't even last about you, and you're trying to turn it up into violence? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? And other people noticed this too, and there's actually a funny reaction that said the following, where he said, Lil TJ got all this energy for Ray Asian Boy, but not his real ops who put 7 bullets into his chest. Now, I would never say this. I do think it is crazy to like up it to this level. And of course, Lil TJ is not going to be talking online about people that nearly ended his life if he was trying to get back. It's kind of like how Dirk fell back and actually put on a plot for, or allegedly put on a plot for murder for hire. And even though I dislike TJ's behavior and I think he's very immature and I think he is entitled and he's bratty, I don't wish ill for him, and I'm not going to disrespect him to that degree. I'll say Lil TJ's music is good, but he hasn't been able to put out music consistently. And I will say that Lil TJ is his own worst enemy. And that's the sad part about it. Lil TJ is 23, 24, and Cenat is around the same age, maybe a year younger than Lil TJ, and he's ran 25 to 50 laps around Lil TJ. And you would think Lil TJ is trying to rationalize or make a good argument for why he is reacting in the way that he is, but there is none. You guys remember that, I think it was earlier this year, Lil TJ got banned from Madison Square Garden and all related Madison Square Garden properties because he went to a boxing event and spat in the face of a security guard. Oh.
Yo, bro, what are you going through, man? I ain't gonna lie, I'm praying for you.
Some people will say, well, like, nah. And this is the thing. Rappers get a lot of passes, a lot of chances, and nobody wants to make a rapper accountable. Like, their fans will be like, nah, like maybe the security guard talked to him crazy. But after you've seen how Lil TJ handled the situation with Black Boy Max, and after you've seen Lil TJ
he been on a run.
Situation with Cenat where there is no situation, he just self-inserts into him hating on him and also hating on Aiden Ross for no reason whatsoever. And then he's spitting on a security guard and getting banned. What does that tell you? Lil TJ always seems to be the center of the problem. Regardless, what happened recently was that Cenat had A Boogie and Don Q and Highbridge on his stream. We all know, or you should know, that Cenat's favorite artist, favorite streamer is A Boogie. Unlike Wale, who he didn't recognize, he knows A Boogie, and unlike the majority of lyrics, like Youngboy lyrics that he doesn't know, he knows A Boogie lyrics, and he has not been shy about it, and he invited them. He had them freestyle. He had A Boogie play Unreleased. He was so excited for A Boogie's music, and you could see the fan in Cenat come out, which it's a beautiful thing because I think Cenat is so happy that he gets to kick it with his favorite rapper who he was listening to while he was on the grind coming up, and they show him a mutual level of respect where they're also so excited. They're like, man, this guy's giving us an opportunity on the biggest stage still, even after he's like this lit, and they have a moment. And then, of course, Lil TJ does not mess with A Boogie. Keep that in mind. So Lil TJ goes on IG Live and he's just fuming with hate. And I'm going to play you guys the clip right now of Lil TJ reacting and explaining why he hates Cenat.
Y'all sucking real ops. Real ops. It's not no Cenat. The reason why I don't like Kai, you want to know what's crazy? I'll tell y'all. The reason why I don't like Kai is because he be on my real ops dick. He knows it. They all know it. Everybody know it. My real fans know it. The algorithm of the internet don't know it. And I'll be like, yo, gang, you that's cool, but to go out your way and just be on a and just keep hating on TJ, who's your age, and you want some older. It's kind of crazy. I'd rather you just stay out the way. So it gets me mad and get emotional. I used to never have outbursts before because there wasn't nothing as triggering as this that I'm facing now. And it's like, this media train. I never had PR like that. I ain't never do that.
Yeah, turn the phone off.
Do what I do.
Turn the phone off. That's the first step to media training.
So when you go through a little phase of getting trolled and shit, I wouldn't even know because y'all fans, you know? Have little outbursts and go crazy and shit, get a hate train like I'm experiencing. Snow. Don't be tripping for no reason, bro. These little just, you know?
So here, he doesn't even give a legitimate reason. He just says that people keep hating on TJ. And what I believe, and what some other people believe too, is that Lil TJ feels like the amount of love, because he talks about like D-Ride, and the amount of love that A Boogie gets from Kai Cenat is a diss to TJ. If that doesn't tell you...
That's like Dave East coming on my stream, which is one of my favorite, right? Like, he's my favorite rapper right now. And then whoever Dave East don't like, just because I got Dave East on my stream, he mad at me because I got Dave East on the stream. Because that's his quote-unquote, Bro, we got to grow up, bro.
How delusional Lil TJ is and how self-centered he is and how he thinks the world revolves around him. I don't know what else does. Now, keep in mind, A Boogie and TJ, there is static between them. And it all started with the fans. Like when Lil TJ was blowing up, people kept comparing him to A Boogie. They were like, yo, this guy's sounding just like A Boogie. He's taking A Boogie's swag. He was also from the Bronx. And he was probably inspired by A Boogie, considering A Boogie came out like, what, 2016? 2016. So he was Lil TJ was listening to A Boogie, but Lil TJ's got a little bit of an ego. And then there were some subs that were thrown between A Boogie and Lil TJ. And then things kind of like mellowed out. But there was an alleged chain snatching that happened. And it was supposed to be fake, I think. I think it was fake, like as if TJ's team had stolen something from Highbridge. So in short, these guys don't mess with each other. They don't like each other. But for you to think that Kai Cenat would do something like that is just ridiculous. Kai Cenat shows love to A Boogie, not only because he loves A Boogie, his music, but because A Boogie's treated him well. He's been collaborating with A Boogie like going on 3+ years ago. If you guys remember, he did this when he was just like a YouTuber. Kai Cenat did this like pranking like fake producers with rappers or something like that. And A Boogie was one of the people. And they got along. And when A Boogie was rolling out his last EP, he had this song called Did Me Wrong, which got over 12 million views in 2023. And that was a music video that was directed by Kai Cenat. So A Boogie brought Kai Cenat on to work on this new project, which Kai Cenat was so happy about. And even when Kai Cenat was really pressing A Boogie with the hoodie at his home in the Mafiathon, and he was like, bro, you gotta you gotta let me know when the album's coming out. And then A Boogie's trying to change the conversation, which is what rappers are always trying to do when it comes to a project that's not ready yet. And he keeps asking him about it, but he's just like, listen, man, whenever you're getting ready to drop, let me know how I can help. I want to be involved in whatever way. So A Boogie has reciprocated, and he didn't just treat Kai Cenat as like, oh yeah, this is just like some fanboy, or this is just somebody that's got clout that I can use, or anything like that. He had respect for him. There was a mutual respect. They're both from the Bronx, and he brought him into his own work too. Like NLE Choppa's an example of that too. Like NLE Choppa and Kai Cenat are locked in. They're super cool. They did a song together. They collaborate all the time. Now, NLE Choppa, I don't think Kai Cenat enjoys his music as much as he enjoys A Boogie's, but TJ's trying to self-insert into a situation that has nothing to do with him, where nobody's thinking about him, and trying to gaslight us.
We know about people like that.
Oh damn, like Kai Cenat sneak dissing him. That's not happening.
We know about people like that.
I don't think Lil TJ's miserable, but I just think he believes that he is a lot more important and a lot more thought about than he actually is.
Well, the thing is though, he might be a little miserable to be worried about other grown men and what they got going on, especially when we all got the same 24 hours and we all could be chasing the bag. He might be a little miserable, especially with his op being on the biggest streamer in the world's Mafiathon. Op. We got to grow up, man. At the end of the day, man, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.